Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how you can archive and unarchive your Shopify orders in bulk using the Matrixify app. So let's get started. To start, you'll need to head to your Shopify admin, and in your Shopify admin, head to the Matrixify app, which is where I'm at now. Once here, then click on New Export, as we'll first need to export our orders that we would like to either archive or unarchive. I'll go ahead and do that now. Once on the new export page, we then need to select which format we'd like to export in. There are two formats that you can select to export in this case, which would be either the Matrixify Excel format or Matrixify CSV format. Now, if you're not exporting a large amount of data, we do recommend exporting in the Excel format, as Excel tends to be a lot easier to work with and less likely to break. However, if you are exporting a large amount of data, we would then recommend exporting it in the CSV format instead, but generally it is up to you and whatever you find easiest to work with. Then moving down to the Sheets section of the page. In the Select Sheets drop-down, select to export orders. As you can see on my page, I already have orders selected. Then click on the Orders drop-down. Here you'll see all of the different column groups you can export for orders. In our case, we only need basic columns, and for basic columns, we require ID, name, command, and closed at. These are the only 4 columns that you need in this case. You can then choose to add filters to your export to export only specific orders. You can do so by clicking on the filter button, and here you'll be able to see all of the different filters that we offer to filter your orders by. Now in my case, I will be exporting all orders, so I won't be adding a filter, but you can definitely add a filter if you would like to. I'll leave a link in the description of this video to our orders documentation, which shows all of the different filters that we offer for orders and what their values should be. And if all looks good, and as it should, you can go ahead and press export by clicking the export button. And as you can see, my export has now completed. And we can go ahead and download the exported file by clicking the Download Exported File button. Once downloaded, click on the file to open it so we can start editing our exported file. So here I am in my exported file. So as you can see, all 6 of my orders have been exported, and you can see that each order has been exported in its own row. One interesting thing that you'll notice about the file is that 2 of my orders have a value in the closed at column, and 4 of my orders do not. What this means is that the 2 orders that do have a value in this column are archived. The orders that do not have a value in the closed at column are unarchived orders. Now what we're going to do with this import is we're going to switch it around. So we're going to make the unarchived orders archived and the archived orders unarchived. To do so, we'll start by archiving the unarchived orders. So that would be the 4 orders that currently do not have a value in the closed at column. To archive them, we're going to add a date in the closed at column. Now this date can be any date. It can be a date in the future, it can be a date in the past, it can be today's date. It really doesn't matter. As long as there is a date in the closed at column, the order will be archived. The reason it does not matter what date you add here is because Shopify will not save that date. Shopify will always only save the date of import for this column, which is why it really doesn't matter what date you add as long as you have a date here. So we're going to go ahead and add a date now. So I'm going to add the date 2024/01/14. I'll go ahead and add this same date to the other 3 orders that are currently unarchived. Now for the orders that are currently archived, which would be this order and this order, we want to unarchive them. So to do so, we'll just remove the value in the closed at column. Now the file will archive the unarchived orders and unarchive the archived orders. Now one more thing that we do need to change in this file for it to work when we import is we need to change the command column value. In this case, we need to change the value from new to update. So we'll go ahead and add that value now, and this value needs to be added for all of the rows. And once you've done this, that really would be it. That is all you need to do to archive or unarchive your orders. Now you can go ahead and save the file. In my case, I'm going to save my file as orders import but you can really save the file as anything you would like. It's completely up to you. And once saved, you can go ahead and go back to the Matrixify app so we can import our file. So here I am back in the Matrixify app, and this is where we're going to be importing our edited file. To do so, press Add File in the Import section and select our saved file. In my case, that would be Orders Import. In your case, you'd select the file that you have named and saved. You can either drag or drop the file into the Matrixify app or press Open. That would be completely up to you. You'll then see the file analyzing. And once analyzed, you'll then be able to see that orders have been recognized. And you should also be able to see that all of the columns have been recognized in the file as well. Go ahead and make sure that the orders count is correct. In my case, it is. I have 6 orders in my file. If you have the export summary sheet in your file as well, that's completely fine. It will just be ignored when you import. You don't need to change any of the import options. You can leave them as they are. And if all is good, then press Import. And you'll now be able to see that all 6 of my orders have been updated. If we head to the Orders section in our Shopify admin, we'll be able to see that 4 of our orders are now archived and 2 of them are unarchived. The slightly grey orders are the archived orders. So if we click on it, we'll be able to see that it's archived. And as we can see, for the open orders or unarchived orders, they are white and not in that slightly greyish colour. And that would be it. That is how you can archive and unarchive your Shopify orders in bulk using the Matrixify app. Now we also have a great written tutorial on this very same topic as well, which will basically walk you through all the steps I've just gone through in the video, but in written format. And I will leave a link to this tutorial in the description of this video so you can easily find it and follow this tutorial if you find following written tutorials easier. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact us. You can contact us either via Slack or via email. And we also have a great in-app chat with MyBar, our AI assistant, which will give you an instant reply to your questions or concerns. Other than that, that would be it from me today, and that is how you can archive and unarchive your orders in bulk using the Matrixify app.